Man, what's up, world? It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder. Out on here on this wonderous day on the Sabbath. Just got a little exercise in. Uh, I don't know, I've just been on this kick lately of, and from my understanding, and I ain't no biblical scholar, no, I don't know about, I guess we learn like everybody else, in the land of our captivity and being cut off from our actual customs and culture and having one soul back to us that destroy us. And you know what I'm saying? But lately, the scripture been in my heart, like where I think it was David. He was talking about, and I think it's somewhere else if I ain't mistaken, where he said like he'll write his law on our heart, so that we may not sin against him. And being that it is the Sabbath, like I have this renewed desire to honor the Sabbath, to rest, to not like. I'm gonna start from where I'm at with it. Just like not working, not spending money, but it's okay for me to work out. Is it okay for me to like work on like say homework? Because what I'm saying. And I guess he's judging the intent of my heart, and I really don't know. But I like knowing when I start out with something, I don't be knowing what I'm doing. But I tend to improve and become more efficient as I keep going down the path. You know what I'm saying? And just this renewed desire for righteousness, especially in a world that is so. But it's the world, so I mean, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? But especially now that like the kind of the veil is thinning, like I don't want to say it's people's true, like who they truly are inside. I think because of them being indoctrinated to kind of at least uh, passively reject God, that they now become more open vessels for the spiritual darkness that seems to be getting heavier here and becoming more prone to being influenced in that, whether they realize it or not. Yo, I've never seen like, and I understand inflation and like how that kind of puts a stressor on people and so on and so forth. But in all honesty, Lil, it seems like everyone that I personally know, for the most part, other than a few select individuals, is spiritually going backward. Um, they're a shell of their former selves. They're making bad decisions in their personal lives, mainly pertaining to who they deal with. They're losing their principles or uh, whatever is going on. It's I don't know, like I don't know. It's just hard to explain. To the point, and I've covered this in other videos, like where it's like people that I knew who looked familiar to me are now spiritually looking unfamiliar because who they were when I met them no longer exists. It's like looking at physical ghosts, but the thing that made you whoever you were at that time is no longer present. And when I was younger, I said, man, this world ain't gonna change me. Um, just because like I kind of, even though I couldn't completely quantify it, like I just figured, or I just understood somehow inherently that I'm gonna have a hard life because I ain't certain stuff I'm not doing, certain stuff don't make no sense to me. It's hard for me to fake it, you know. So I'm like, but at almost 42 years old, he done brought me all this way, and in response to that, like, and I've covered this, like, I'm really, really gonna address me smoking cigarettes. It's of no benefit other than my flesh and relaxation, and I guess the pleasure I get from it. But other than that, which is all in my mind, and I know that, but I still got to go to war with my own mind. Like, um, it's of no benefit. I think July 1st here around, they're going up again. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want nothing crazy happen to get my attention. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be on certain lust issues. You know what I'm saying? Nice little, snow bunny just roll past with the yoga shorts on, and and I'll be transparent as far as that go. It's not like I don't do any of it. It's just stuff I got constructed in my mind. Um, I don't like. Okay, I'll use her as an example. It's not so much that I want her. I want the idea of what she represents: femininity, submission. Like the traits of, oh, she takes care of herself because she's jogging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's like my thing. Like, it's not so much that I want the individual person that I see. I want the object of what they represent. You know what I'm saying? Because I only know the person. So, like, let's say I'll have a conversation and let's say she's like dingy or something. I'll be instantly turned off, even though she's physically attractive. That's why I notice now, like, I really can't do nothing my spirit's not in. And I'd be checking myself to be like, yo, am I getting lazy? Am I getting big headed? Do I think I'm beyond doing certain things? And I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think in order to funnel me, it's like the Most High got like a code up in heaven, right? And if he want me to do something or not do something, he knows how to like trigger my spirit. Like it might not make no sense, and I'm like, yo, I'm doing this, yo, and feel good about it, and like be persistent and diligent with it. But here's something that I've done before, or could get me something. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's no challenge. You know what I'm saying? You already have I think I'm going into like a new, and I said that like a new season, but I don't know exactly what it is. Cause I could always work in treatment and all that, but I don't agree with the politics. I don't agree with the dawning of where it say like you can't put new wine in old skins. And in my experience, and of course that's everybody's personal journey, but it's like everybody just takes off the addict label and then puts on the recovery label, but they don't change internally. The only thing they do is regurgitate information they've read or heard from somebody else that they don't personally live. Because if you live it, you wouldn't be talking about it so much. Because people actually see you doing it. And that's, I guess, where the attraction rather than promotion comes in at. It's no different than the pastor, man. Just, I read the word, I become very charismatic and eloquent or whatever the case may be. But I don't live any of it. Especially if it's going to cause any kind of uh, pain, uncomfortability, any social exclusion. That's one thing I noticed about the church, like real early on. I'm like, it's like the church kind of by proxy tells you like your anointing or God's favor on you is how the world perceives you. Like, oh, I got this great job. Oh, I got this great house. Then I read the word, not saying God didn't bless people, but I'm like, yo, they went through hell. Like the world hated them. If it wasn't for God, they wouldn't have made it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really hear that. And that been over. Shucks. I can't remember the last time I've been to a church. It's got to be at least 15 years now. Maybe. Yeah, it got to be. And I saw the disproportionate number of, women to males. You know what I'm saying? It was more of a social gospel to me. Nothing really empowering. Nothing like I go off after the fact, go sit by myself and meditate on what he said. And, he really put something on my head or in my heart. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch of, sites, get you all riled up so you can pass the bucket around while you're in the midst of your emotion. But that's just my little video about just this new desire for righteousness. And, just to be, for no other reason. I mean, of course there are other reasons, but for no other reason than, man, it been so good to me. Like, it be almost, and I hate to say it like this, almost like a slap in the face to not try. You know what I'm saying? I fall down, get back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he done brought the kid a mighty long way internally, let alone the little bit of stuff I'm able to do, as far as navigating society. But internally, like, whether it be codependency, addiction, this false narrative of, I don't know, thinking somebody's supposed to come save me, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a good person, and, you know what I'm saying, being able to find my own answer, being able to be by myself for an extended period of time, being able to counsel myself, of course with prayer and stuff like that, but being able to make sound decisions while I feel whatever emotion I'm feeling. Man, it's just so much, like, my past, overcoming my past, and, various traumas and pains and suffering, you know, the people who betrayed me the most still alive. The people who knew me best and had my best interest at heart, they're dead. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Asking why all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I may not never know why. Maybe it's not meant for me to know why. It's just meant for me to be obedient. And in that respect, I'ma holler at y'all. I'ma holler, man. Ooh,